What's up, I'm Adrienne. I'm Tisdale. Miley Cyrus. Selena Gomez. Demi Lovato.
Now, scandalous pictures of Vanessa Hudgens.
Medical treatment.
We just need to stop thinking of her as a role model.
Given Disney star Demi Lovato now in rehab.
So then there's pictures of you on your laptop. Yes. And then you leave your laptop
No longer Disney darling Hannah Montana, who young girls idolize.
Show singer Miley Cyrus smoking from a water pipe at a party in her LA
So
home.
surreal. A couple years ago, they only knew me by my character's name.
I think Selena Gomez is pretty.
Selena and Demi, and the fact that it's rumored that they are not BFFs anymore.
We will forever want her to stay that darling Disney star.
The golden era of Disney is one we all look back on in nostalgia. They brought us the most iconic shows, songs, and characters.
You mean the Pringle?
Disney was known for bringing some of the biggest child stars to life, but if we look beyond all of the red carpets, catchy songs, and sparkly wands, there was a much darker reality at hand. From the intense public eye, rigorous contracts, scandals, and breakdowns, many of Disney's biggest sweethearts were crushed under the pressure of the network. In this new series, Disney Dystopia, we're diving into the downfall of Disney's most prominent girls. Welcome to the Sleepover. The perfect Disney girl had the look. This means she had to give off the girl next door energy. She has to be fashionable, but not intimidating, and definitely age appropriate. The goal was to make viewers feel comfortable with the icon. They wanted you to think that she could be your friend. She needed the voice. The Disney sweetheart needed more than just a speaking voice. She needed a Disney voice. This meant being upbeat, energetic, and capable of delivering jokes and emotional moments naturally. And if she could sing, even better. Many of Disney's biggest female stars were encouraged to record music because a successful actress who could also sell albums was far more valuable to the brand. But these two alone wouldn't cut it for Disney. You see, the most important requirement of them all was their innocence. Disney sweethearts were expected to project the image of kindness, optimism, and wholesomeness. They weren't marketed as rebellious or controversial. Instead, they were presented as role models. The good daughters, the good friends, and positive influences. Whether that image reflected who they really were didn't always matter. What mattered was maintaining the illusion. Disney didn't just discover stars, they built them. Generation after generation, the company perfected a blueprint for creating the ultimate sweetheart. These young women would become the faces of our childhood, but behind the polished image was a machine designed to create perfection. And perfection is rarely as effortless as it seems. Adrienne Bailon was brought into our childhood when the Disney Channel original movie, The Cheetah Girls, hit our screens in 2003. This era of Disney was what many call the OG era. This is when Disney was just beginning to bring us original shows like Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. The Cheetah Girls was the network's first musical movie. It premiered to over 6 million viewers, making it the highest rated DCOM of that time. Adrienne might have been new to acting, but she wasn't new to singing. She was one of the 3 voices in the girl group 3LW, along with her cheetah sister, Keely Williams.
I'm Adrienne. I'm Keely.
And I'm Missouri.
And we're 3LW. Our manager, Michelle Williams, who's also Keely's mom, held an audition for a group that she knew wanted to be called 3 Little Women. And from there, she handpicked us all. And we did our demos, got together, she saw how well we got along, did our demos, and in 4 months we had our deal with Sony.
Adrienne was 18 years old during the filming and auditioning of the first Cheetah Girls movie, but she was playing a 16-year-old girl in high school. At 18, Adrienne was just starting to find herself, and now in order to land one of the most life-changing roles in her career, all of that had to be let go. After the success of the first movie, Disney knew that they had hit a gold mine in this uncharted territory in children's television. And in true Disney fashion, a sequel was signed off almost immediately. The sequel took the girls and the viewers on an adventure in Barcelona, bringing us some bops like Cheetah Girls 2 premiered in 2006, and like clockwork, Cheetah Girls 3 had to happen. But before production started in 2008, in September 2007, Adrienne and Rob Kardashian popped out as a couple. The couple could be seen together in seasons 2 and 3 of the family's reality show.
So I'm dating Adrienne Bailon, and she is a cheetah girl. It started off as the first musical on the Disney Channel. They sing, dance, movies, clothes, video games, you name it. When I first met Adrienne, I was so in love with her.
Just make them all quiet.
Let's go. I'm trying to find someone who's your best friend and who makes you happy and who you can talk to all the time, and that's Adrienne.
Now, keep in mind, the Kardashians' reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians had just premiered in 2007 as well, and the dark cloud that was Kim K's tape was still hovering over the family because it was broadcasted to the world in March of that same year. The parents of the children that watched the network, of course, had their opinions on this, but the opinions did not affect the production of the movies in Adrienne's place on Disney Channel. In August of 2008, the last Cheetah Girls movie, Cheetah Girls One World, premiered to 6.2 million people. Although still relatively successful, it was the lowest viewed premiere in the trilogy. But the heat was still on for the quartet gone trio, since Raven had left the franchise in 2007, leaving just Adrienne, Keely, and Sabrina. They would go on to have a guest appearance in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and the group had been going on tour since the second Cheetah Girls movie premiered. Adrienne struggled with balancing all these versions of herself. She wanted to be expressive, and she also loved the lifestyle the Kardashians lived, as she could be seen partying with Kim on many different occasions. But these things just didn't align with who Disney wanted her to be. The Cheetah Girls was a cash cow that Disney was going to milk to the last drop. And not to mention, she had an occasional role as Alana in That's So Raven as well. In November of 2008, Adrienne deboarded her flight at JFK Airport when her laptop got stolen. Adrienne could be seen freaking out and even crying because her laptop held very intimate photos of her.
There's pictures of you on your laptop.
Yes.
And then you leave your laptop where?
No, it actually got lost at JFK.
Adrienne claimed to have offered $1,000 for the device's return, and she was able to get it back. This whole ordeal was meant to be a PR stunt concocted by Adrienne and her publicist/friend Jonathan Jackson to help get momentum around her name. Adrienne was now 25, and she wanted to branch off into another era of herself through a solo career in music, but she couldn't do that when the whole world still saw her as Chanel. The plan was seamless. Well, until those said photos actually leaked online.
Apparently, Adrienne Bailon, the oldest member of the Cheetah Girls, had her laptop stolen at JFK Airport. The computer was returned, but some pics of the 25-year-old like this one were missing. Sources say the photos were supposed to be an anniversary present for her boyfriend, Robert Kardashian.
When Disney heard of the leak, they called a meeting with Adrienne where she would blame the whole thing on Jonathan, causing Jonathan to spill the beans to the Disney execs. From his recollection of events, Adrienne's laptop really was stolen, but she thought of a way to have this boost her name up in the tabloids. She would report that the laptop had intimate photos on it. Jackson stated, quote, "After the laptop was stolen, we used it as an opportunity to drum up some publicity and start speculations about intimate photos, but we never expected anything to get out." According to Jackson, the pictures had actually been stolen from her phone and not her laptop, and nobody knows how they got onto the internet. Jackson stated, "Adrienne and her boyfriend swear they didn't leak them, but it wouldn't surprise me if Adrienne did." Adrienne has been crying for 2 days straight. She's on her Cheetah Girls tour right now, so she has to explain to her fans, and she's totally distraught. Her career is in real jeopardy. Adrienne took legal action, trying to figure out who was to blame for the actual leak, but it's still a mystery. Ultimately, Disney came to a final consensus to terminate their contract with Adrienne. The Cheetah Girls run was seemingly on a decline after Raven leaving and the audience growing up and getting into new things like High School Musical. Adrienne was obligated to finish the Cheetah Girls One World tour for the next month or so, and the Cheetah Girls' appearance in the Thanksgiving Macy's Day Parade was canceled. Ashley Tisdale had been acting since she was 3 years old. Her first time working closely with Disney Channel was at the ripe age of 4, when she voiced a Blueberry Scout in A Bug's Life. But she didn't get fully intertwined with the world of Disney until she was 20 years old. She landed her first official role with them as Maddie Fitzpatrick in The Suite Life of Zack and Cody in 2005, even though she originally auditioned for the role of London Tipton. The show was an immediate hit with over 4 million people tuned in to watch the first episode that aired. It had a diverse cast, humor, and relatability that the audience needed.
Well, I suppose I could get you to finish dinner in time to see Carrie Martin's show, but that would mean working hard.
In 2005, Ashley was booked and busy because that same year, Disney held auditions for their up-and-coming DCOM High School Musical. Ashley auditioned for the role of Gabriella, but producers thought she would make the perfect Sharpay Evans. Needless to say, she did indeed make a perfect Sharpay.
Then the academic club goes from jewel to cool.
Every production, year in and year out, and then this girl comes from nowhere.
Production for the movie started in the summer of 2005, and she had to juggle filming for both the show and the movie. But it was all worth it when High School Musical premiered to 7.7 million people in January of 2006. She was now catapulted up into stardom, becoming one of Disney's biggest names. This time around, Disney knew what was to come and knew that the movie would be a hit, so High School Musical, the concert tour, started the same year in November. The following year in 2007, now signed to Warner Brothers Records, Ashley debuted her solo music career. Doing this while still being a part of the network was a smart choice. The movie still had so much hype and she was still a household name because of it, so that meant that her music could do numbers. The only negative was that she was still under contract, meaning that she couldn't have complete freedom with her music and lyrics because she was still under Disney's microscope, and she had to uphold the Disney sweetheart image. Her hit song, He Said, She Said, was actually leaked at the end of 2006, but her official release and music video came out in February of 2007. Just imagine the Disney parents' reactions when they heard the lyrics like, Surprisingly enough, the song still got played on Disney commercial breaks. They made her change the lyrics from to I Can See Us Dancing Like That. Either way, parents still weren't happy to see this in between shows, so this became a song that only played during late night commercial breaks. This didn't stop Ashley from making more songs, even with the active releases of the High School Musical movies that went on until October of 2008. Her album Headstrong, released in February of 2007, but only sold 500,000 copies, which is low in comparison to what the label expected from her. High School Musical 2 premiered on August 17th in 2007. A whopping 17.2 million viewers were tuned in for what would be the most watched cable TV premiere in television history, and the highest rated DCOM ever made. The same exact day, the new cartoon Phineas and Ferb premiered. This also starred Ashley Tisdale. Here she played Candace, the annoying older sister whose only goal in life was to catch her brothers doing outlandish things. Sharpay made Ashley famous, but this also skewed the vision on how people saw her. She played Sharpay so well that viewers didn't like her, thinking that Sharpay was who she was in real life. To no aid, her co-stars would jokingly agree with this sentiment. Once the final High School Musical movie came out in October and The Suite Life of Zack and Cody ended in September, both in 2008, Ashley finally felt free. You could tell from the songs that she had on her album the following year titled Guilty Pleasure. She had a bit more edge, and she even dyed her hair back to its normal color. Warner Brothers encouraged her to step into a more adult version of herself.
I'm not like thinking that I'm definitely, Jessica Simpson or Fergie or something like that. I'm just, still Ashley. As renovating as it was for her, her audience just wasn't ready, and the album didn't leave a dent in the industry. So, when Disney came calling with a new movie idea in 2010, she didn't turn it down. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure was now in the works, and Disney had to figure out a way to make the Ashley that she just introduced the world to be forgotten for the sake of the project. Thankfully, for Ashley's sake, she didn't rebel too much in comparison to her peers. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure premiered May 22nd in 2011 to 4.9 million viewers.
Vanessa Hudgens got tied into the web that is the Disney Channel when she was at the ripe age of 16. When High School Musical came out, like her co-star Ashley, she became a household name and face just the same.
We all came to the project knowing it was going to be something great. It was a musical, which hadn't been done in a while, so I was really excited to do it. It came out of left field. None of us knew it was going to happen.
She was the new Disney Channel it girl. She fit into the Disney Channel formula perfectly, especially in comparison to her co-star Ashley, since her character was written out to be the good girl. Vanessa was heavily marketed as the girl next door, wholesome, talented, and clean cut. With the success of the first High School Musical movie, Vanessa was signed a deal with Hollywood Records the same year the movie premiered. Her music was well received, with singles like being loved by her fans. Both of these songs could be found on her debut album initialed V. The album sold over 500,000 copies worldwide. Vanessa was the epitome of an it girl at that time. She had the voice, the looks, the career, and the boyfriend. After the release of High School Musical, fans were enamored with the on and off-screen chemistry between Vanessa and Zach. They wouldn't officially pop out as a couple until 2007, where Vanessa would have Zach play her love interest in the music video for Say Okay. This solidified the relationship for the audience, and Disney would lean heavily on the relationship for extra publicity. The pressure was on for Vanessa. She was now the topic of every teen magazine, and all interviews wanted to talk about was her relationship with Zach.
It's fun, you know. I think after all the High School Musical press, me and the High School Musical cast are going to go on vacation together, which I could not be any more excited about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and it's convenient, of course, we get to hang out with Zach. Get some more well.
Fans were also relentless and didn't care that she was publicly dating him. Vanessa stated, quote, "I went through a phase where I was really mean because I was so fed up." She claims that girls were ruthless, throwing themselves at him, all while publicly seeing them together.
Vanessa Hudgens, the star of that kids' movie High School Musical, which was overwhelmingly popular in the Disney Channel, just came out about 2 weeks ago. We're told that will probably mean millions for her career. Can a good girl get a break in the industry? On September
6, 2007, the good girl image would be shattered to pieces when an intimate photo of the Disney star was released online. The first photo was of Vanessa posing unclothed in her bedroom with only undergarments on. The next photos were things like her kissing one of her close girlfriends and touching her friend in intimate areas. To understand the gravity of this situation, you may have to try to take yourself back to 2007. The climate that we live in today, where the perpetrator of a leaked photo is held accountable for their actions, is far from how it was in 2007. There was no Me Too movements or feminism. The woman was to blame in every situation. And instead of holding the people that did wrong accountable, Vanessa was made fun of and ridiculed.
Can I before I do the choice hotties, can I just say what everybody in this room is thinking but nobody has said? Where's Vanessa Hudgens? Girl, you got to keep your clothes on. Phones are for phone calls, girl.
Point being, 1, the bitch needs to stop taking pictures of herself. 2, she needs to get a new phone. And 3, if she's gonna show the world how oddly shaped her are, she should at least get paid for it. Seriously, those things look like torpedoes.
There was no time for Vanessa to come to terms with the fact that her body was now plastered all over the internet for everyone to see. Parents were upset, and the tabloids just saw this as another money grab. When Disney got word of the leak, Vanessa was in a meeting all day about the matter. Eventually, after looking over the pros and cons, Disney saw it best that they didn't drop Vanessa. They were already in the works for High School Musical 3, and this one was gonna be big. Bigger acts, better songs, and bigger sets. But Disney did make Vanessa apologize for something that was out of her control. Her apology wrote, "I want to apologize to my fans, whose support and trust means the world to me. I am embarrassed over this situation and regret having ever taken these photos. I am thankful for the support of my family and friends." To follow, Disney released their apology stating that Vanessa had apologized for what was obviously a lapse in judgment. When the leak first happened, many suspected that Zach was to blame, but a source close to Vanessa claimed that she sent those specific photos to Drake Bell, the Nickelodeon star from the show Drake and Josh, before she was famous. Drake Bell claims that these allegations are false, and he never received these photos. Drake Bell's name was brought up because the two were allegedly emailing back and forth years prior to her big break. Both Zach and Vanessa did little to no speaking to the public, letting their representatives handle the situations. But the show must go on. So in 2008, the filming for High School Musical 3 had just begun. Disney forced the catastrophic event to the back burner, but the damage to her name had already been done, and the real perpetrator was left unscathed. Miley Cyrus had the world's eyes on her way before she stepped foot onto a Disney set. Being the daughter of country music star Billy Ray Cyrus, she was raised around the music, the lifestyle, and the cameras naturally.
I've been down there all afternoon, every angle you can think of, bad boy.
Many even thought she was born for the camera, based on how she would brighten up a room, and her parents could not have agreed more. Her mother put her in acting classes, and she ended up booking her first acting role at the age of 10. A few years later, she'd get word of an audition taking place for a new Disney show.
I'm Miley Cyrus, I'm with CED, and I'm auditioning for the role of Zoe in Hannah Montana.
And if you think my sweater looks way better on you, why did you give it to me for Christmas?
Because you're always borrowing my clothes, and I feel bad because I never borrow yours because you have nothing I like. So I got this for you, so you have something I like and I can borrow and I'll make it.
She would audition for a duration of 2 years before we would know her as Hannah Montana. The show would go through so many castings, multiple name changes, and character swaps within this time period. But it all seems to be worthwhile because when the pilot episode aired on March 24th in 2006 to 5.4 million viewers, it broke records at that time. Disney had yet another sweetheart on their hands. She came from a country music star, she had acting experience, she could sing, and her dad could fill in the role as her on-screen dad, saving them time and trouble from having to cast for the perfect match. This was a win-win situation. The network had hopes of being able to not only have a hit television show with Miley, but a hit music career too. And that she did. In late 2007, wait, why is 2007 such a chaotic and messy type of year for almost all the Disney girls? Oh my gosh. Anyways, in late 2007, photos from Miley's private MySpace would begin making their way onto the World Wide Web. The photos were of Miley and a close friend sharing a piece of licorice and almost kissing. Parents found this so distasteful and began questioning who she really was. Disney didn't have much to say about the matter. I think they kind of let the chatter die down on its own. But the chatter wouldn't be dead for too long. In April of 2008, Miley would be the talk of the town again. This time for more risque photos. She could be seen in red lacy undergarments raising up her shirt many times. Parents thought that the intimate photos were for Nick Jonas, as they were rumored to have been dating earlier that year. The relationship was scrutinized in the media and the tabloids were in a frenzy. Some even questioned if they would continue to allow their children to watch Hannah Montana, being that the actress wasn't the best real-life example. By this time, Miley was 14, on the brink of turning 15. So dating around this time was pretty normal. But she was fogging up the mirrors in the house of Disney. Every Disney star had been sporting what they called purity rings.
Selena, Miley, and the Jonas Brothers are sporting the purest bling in Hollywood, and I don't mean carats or clarity. Purity rings are making a big comeback. And a very personal statement, too. Hollywood's just saying no.
It was a promise to myself, and it's done. I'm going to keep that promise.
Disney darling Selena Gomez is just one of Hollywood's popular queens, vowing to stay innocent by wearing the latest craze of purity rings.
Put something positive out there, and I feel like this is a positive thing. Anything that I do, I just want to be positive.
Miley and other young girls wore the ring on the left finger to symbolize commitment to abstinence until marriage. You all have rings on your left ring finger. Don't think purity rings are just for girls. The Joe Bros go public with theirs on YouTube. We really feel that what we do, we want to be different, and we want to make a difference in the world.
I think it's awesome that Miley and the Jonas Brothers are so open about that.
Our decision is final. We have decided, as a band, not to wear purity rings anymore. Yeah, you tell them, Joe.
Boys, I know you're tired, but the purity rings are important to the company's image.
But the photos of Nick and Miley were now showing the world that this was probably all a big act. The hacker ended up being a 21-year-old man who didn't get arrested for leaking her photos, but instead for financial fraud. Miley couldn't catch a break. It seemed that every corner that she turned, there was a new scandal to meet her on the other side. While having to deal with the photo leak, Miley's Vanity Fair cover hit the shelves.
Does that change your image of Hannah Montana?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of shocked.
I'm embarrassed for them, actually. I would have thought she wanted to be a better role model. Fans and parents react after Miley Cyrus poses for a provocative photo shoot that leaves image consultant Elaine Izzo to ask what was she thinking? And perhaps more importantly, what were her parents thinking?
I believe if that picture had been taken in her mid-20s, it would have been okay. I don't think anybody would have flinched at it. But at 15 years old, no.
One photo shows Cyrus clutching a satin sheet with her back exposed. In another, Cyrus is draped over the lap of her dad, country singer Billy Ray Cyrus, while the daughter is bearing her midriff. At the time of the shoot, Cyrus said the photo was really artsy, but not in a skanky way. Now Cyrus says she's embarrassed.
Image is everything, and we know that sells, but is that what Cyrus and her parents were trying to do?
Therapist Todd Krieger says probably not, but the shoot could be a sign of the increased sexualization of children.
Many believe that she was being sexualized and blamed mainly her father and the photographer, but she was still receiving the grunt of the backlash. She would later issue an apology stating, quote, "I took part in a photo shoot that was supposed to be artistic. And now, seeing the photographs and reading the story, I feel so embarrassed. I never intended for any of this to happen, and I'm truly sorry if I have disappointed anyone." Disney would also make a public statement, attempting to take the blame off their moneymaker, Miley. They said that it was a situation created to deliberately manipulate a 15-year-old in order to sell magazines. Miley's good girl mask was starting to fall. The pressure to be perfect for the world and her job while wanting to also be able to make normal mistakes as a teen girl seemed to be an impossible ask. She had no wiggle room for mistakes. After releasing her first album as Miley, titled Breakout, that seemed to be exactly what she was doing. Breaking out of the good girl expectations, breaking away from Hannah Montana, and breaking down the walls Disney and fans tried to keep her in. In 2009, the controversies came rolling in. The Asian eyes was just the beginning. She could be seen pulling her eyes back in a photo, and she was called out for being insensitive towards the Asian community.
Miley Cyrus, this is so offensive. What has she done?
Miley Cyrus has upset the Asian community by taking a photo where she is slanting her eyes. Now, to her credit, there is a man of real Asian descent in the photo, so if she has an Asian friend, I mean, it's okay, right?
Does she get the immunity idol for that?
I don't know. I mean, that's the question here.
Oh my God, and the Asian guy isn't doing it. Is that funnier? I think that's funnier, isn't it? Okay, first of all, I denounce and reject myself for laughing at any of this. Second of all, is Miley Cyrus, is she the one, like, third from the left? Is that what's happening?
No, she's in the middle. She's sitting on that dude's lap. That's her sexy model boyfriend.
Right, third from the left. Okay, yeah. I can't even tell from that picture. I'm like, is she Asian? No, all right. Now, here's the deal, right? This is the important time when we decide whether we judge Miley Cyrus or not.
Right.
Is she guilty? Is she not guilty? And now I came out against the Spanish team when they did something very similar during the Olympics, the Spanish basketball team, if you remember. Come on, they should have known better, and what kind of a dumb advertising thing was that? But they did not have the immunity idol. They did not have an Asian with them. Here they do.
Then she started dating Justin Gaston, I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, who was way older than her. She was 15 and he was 20. Instead of her family seeing that this grown man dating a teen was really weird and predatory, they said that he was a good Christian man, and they didn't see the issue with the relationship. The relationship would end later in June. But this was Miley's biggest head turner yet. The pole incident at the Teen Choice Awards of 2009 will leave fans in shock. This did not fit the Disney image at all, and news outlets were going crazy with the story. Miley stood her ground during this new era of herself. She released Can't Be Tamed in 2010, showing the world that she wasn't a little girl anymore, with the revealing outfits and provocative actions. That same year, she had a video leaked of her enjoying an herbal substance out of a container.
Well, then take all that as long as you can. Hold it. Hold it as long as you can.
Keep holding it. Okay, I'm about to lose it now. Just gonna document the shit out of this right now. Just like Leo. My brain with it. Dude, I thought that was Leo. What's up? What's up? Tell us your thoughts, girl. Tell us what's on your mind. Alright, I know she's being weird, right? Tell us what's on your mind, girlfriend. Tell us. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Are you being as weird as you think you are right now? Talk to me.
A news video leaked to TMZ shows singer Miley Cyrus from a water at a party in her LA home 5 days after her 18th birthday. The was supposedly filled with a herb that produces psychedelic properties when and is legal in California. In the video, the can't-be-tamed singer can be seen taking a couple of deep drags from the and then giggling uncontrollably into the video camera.
It was obvious that it was time for Disney to let her go. So as soon as 2011 came around, fans were having to say their final goodbyes to the groundbreaking character, Hannah Montana. Before she was the third most followed person on Instagram or casting spells on Disney Channel, Selena Gomez could be seen on Barney and Friends alongside another future Disney star, Demi Lovato. The experience helped her get comfortable in front of the camera, but it wouldn't be until years later that Disney came calling.
So you like the Disney Channel?
Yeah, I love the Disney Channel. I know everything. Me and my friend had glow sticks one day, and on the commercials you can see where they have those little glow sticks and they're going, I'm Raven from That's So Raven, and you're watching Disney Channel. And me and my friend like to play around. It's like, I'm Selena. We're watching Disney Channel. We like to draw it all the time.
You know what? You might not be too far off. You never know, right? It might not just be a dream.
In 2006, Selena made an appearance on The Suite Life of Zack and Cody. Then she made an appearance on Hannah Montana. Disney execs were paying attention, and it didn't take long for them to realize that they may have found their next star. Disney was developing a new show that would revolve around a magical family of wizards that had a rebellious daughter. The title options were The Amazing Hannigans, The Amazing O'Malleys, and simply Wizards. With the title still yet to be chosen, Disney began casting for roles. Since Selena had already worked with the company and shown her abilities, the role was pretty much hers without a doubt. And the role of Harper was played by Jennifer Stone, even though she originally auditioned for the role of Alex. On October 12th in 2007, Wizards of Waverly Place would premiere to 5.9 million people. Alex Russo wasn't perfect. She was sarcastic, lazy, mischievous, and somehow that made audience love her even more.
Look, I'll handle it like I handle all of life's problems. Ignore it until it goes away.
Selena's natural charm made her one of the most beloved Disney stars of this generation. But Disney wasn't stopping at television. When have they ever stopped at television? They were about to put Selena on the exact same path they had taken all their other girls on. Music, movies, tours, the whole package. In 2009, Selena launched Selena Gomez and The Scene and released their debut album, Kiss and Tell. Suddenly, she wasn't just a Disney actress anymore. She was becoming a pop star too.
I wanted a band because I wanted to be a little different. Everybody thinks, oh, you're gonna be a solo artist and typical, it's ordinary. But I loved bands, and you know, I was Fall Out Boy, I was the Forever the Sickest Kids, Paramore, Flyleaf. I was all that girl growing up. I loved bands. So it's always been a dream of mine to be in a band.
Around 2008, Selena briefly dated Nick Jonas. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big deal, except for one tiny detail. Nick Jonas had also dated Miley Cyrus. And if there was one thing Disney fans loved, it was a messy love triangle. Fans immediately began comparing the two girls. Some picked Team Miley, others picked Team Selena. Nonetheless, Nick and Selena's relationship was very short-lived because they both had such demanding work schedules, and they rarely had time to even see each other. The breakup was clean, but it did introduce Selena to something she would become very familiar with: being judged for who she was dating. Demi and Selena were a fan favorite duo. With them being best friends since kids and getting into the spotlight together, many people saw them as inspirations. With them both being Disney sweethearts at the time, they made a video series on YouTube called The Demi and Selena Show, and fans loved it. They were in interviews and even walking the glamorous red carpet together. Then, someone from Disney thought, why don't we have the both of them star in a DCOM surrounding their sisterhood? Thus, the Princess Protection Program was born.
Selena Gomez.
Will you excuse me for a second? Yes, you are excused.
And Demi Lovato.
Fans loved the movie. bringing in a total of 8.5 million viewers in 2009. Not long after, fans would be saddened when they noticed the shift in their dynamic. They were seen together a lot less, and now Selena was calling Taylor Swift her closest friend.
And today we were talking about something that I think is really sad. Dana, we're going to be chatting about Selena and Demi and the fact that it's rumored that they are not BFFs anymore.
And I kind of am thinking it's going beyond a rumor. I think this is reality. They're not BFFs. I think it's done for them.
If you were on a desert island all alone and you were allowed to take one person with you that's not a member of your family, who would you take?
Oh goodness, my friend Taylor.
Some people have been asking actually, who is your BFF? Is it still Demi Lovato or is it Taylor?
I have lots of friends. I'm very lucky, so I surround myself with good people.
Then came 2010, because in late 2010 to early 2011, rumors started swirling that she was dating a young Canadian singer who was taking over the world. His name? Now today, that might not sound like a huge deal, but back then, Justin Bieber fans were absolutely feral. When the two finally confirmed their relationship in 2011, Selena became public enemy #1 among Bieber's fan base. She received hateful comments, threats, constant online harassment, and suddenly, Disney's Golden Girl was learning firsthand what it felt like to have millions of strangers invested into your personal life. What's interesting is that Selena never really had a scandal during her Disney years. There wasn't any leaked photos, controversial conversations, wild rumors. Instead, she became controversial simply because she was dating somebody people were obsessed with. And in a weird way, that may have been even harder because there was nothing she could apologize for, nothing she could fix. People simply didn't want her dating Justin. While all this was happening, Selena continued building her empire. She released more music, she went on tour, starred in Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie. By 2011, Selena had become exactly what Disney hoped she would be, their new Golden Girl. But not without pressure. The pressure to stay perfect, the pressure to stay likable, the pressure to become the role model everybody expected her to be. And eventually, even Selena would begin looking for a way beyond Disney. As Wizards of Waverly Place came to an end in 2012, Selena began taking on more mature projects. The biggest shock came when she accepted a role in Spring Breakers. Fans couldn't believe it. Selena? In that movie? But after spending years being Disney's perfect princess, Selena was ready to show people that there was more to her than magic spells and life lessons. Selena had to continuously defend her choice in starring in the film. She even stated publicly that she needed to take a role for her own personal and professional growth as an adult actress. Long before she became one of Disney Channel's biggest stars, Demi Lovato was already working in the entertainment industry. She started taking acting and music lessons as a child and was determined to make it. Her first major opportunity came in 2002 when she was casted on the children's television series Barney and Friends. It was there that she met another aspiring young actress named Selena Gomez. The two quickly formed a friendship that would later become one of Disney's most talked about relationships. Demi appeared on the series from 2002 to 2004, gaining early experience in front of the camera while learning the fundamentals of television production. After Barney, Demi spent the next few years auditioning for roles while also improving her singing. She appeared in small television projects every now and then, but her biggest role was yet to come.
Definitely louder. Okay, I think we have something.
When Disney execs discovered her through a worldwide casting call in 2007, she would land the lead role in the Disney Channel original movie Camp Rock, playing Michi Torres at just 15. Camp Rock will premiere on June 20th in 2008 to 8.9 million viewers, making Demi an overnight sensation. Her voice, acting, and on-screen chemistry with Joe Jonas kept fans at the edge of their seats. As Demi's popularity grew, so did the public fascination with her personal life. By 2009, she had landed her own Disney Channel series, Sunny with a Chance.
Stuff, huh? Well, just the believable stuff. Oh, so what do you know about me?
Well, I know you don't have a girlfriend, and I know you like to read a lot, which is why I brought you this.
Smells like cheese.
Oh, shoot. This is for Zora. This is for you.
A book that smells like cheese. See, you can't trust fan magazines. I'm more into books that smell like meat. Well, I hear if you wait a month, it's coming out on pepperoni bag.
Unlike many of her Disney peers, Demi often appeared more outspoken and emotional, which led to gossip blogs labeling her as the rebellious Disney girl. At the same time, fans became obsessed with Demi's friendships, mainly her friendship with Selena Gomez. But as Selena grew closer to Taylor Swift, rumors began circulating that the friendship had changed. Those rumors exploded in 2010 when paparazzi approached Demi and casually asked how Selena was doing. Demi's response was short, cold, and instantly iconic. The clip spread across the internet within hours. For Disney fans, it was confirmation that one of the network's most beloved friendships had fractured. Though neither star publicly detailed what happened at the time, the moment became one of the most memorable celebrity friendship fallouts of the Disney era. During the height of Camp Rock and Sunny with a Chance, fans occasionally noticed marks on Demi's wrist in photos and appearances. Some online fan community speculated that the marks looked like marks, but there was no confirmation and many people dismissed the rumors as gossip.
Do you remember the first time that you cut yourself?
It hurt. And it was, I didn't even understand it when I was doing it. I saw some people at my school had done it. I saw someone on TV do it. And I thought, this is a way to deal with how you're feeling. Just, other people are doing it, it's fine. I was 11.
You were 11 when you cut yourself for the first time. What did you feel from it?
It was a way of expressing my own shame of myself on my own body. I was matching the inside to the outside. And there were some times where my emotions were just so built up, I didn't know what to do. And the only way that I could get instant gratification was through an immediate release on myself.
Demi's image was carefully managed. She was presented as one of Disney's biggest stars alongside Selena, Miley, and the Jonas Brothers, so there wasn't much public discussion about her mental health struggles. Demi had officially confirmed her relationship with Joe Jonas. Fans had spent years speculating about the pair after their chemistry in Camp Rock, making the relationship one of Disney's biggest young celebrity romances.
But now, what about the reports that the two of you guys have evolved your friendship into a relationship? Is that true?
That is true. That's exactly true, actually. We've been best friends for the longest time, and now we're just kind of taking the next step, and it's been really fun, and we're having a great time.
When did it change, Demi?
I don't know. I think being best friends for a while, over time, feelings grow, and I think for me, as much as I wanted to deny it, the feelings are always there.
Was she fighting you?
No, I wasn't fighting you.
I think it like kind of shifted over like probably a month ago, but we both were. I think we've always kind of figured that one day it would happen, but we didn't feel like it was the right time.
It was like today? Is it today?
Is it today? Maybe tomorrow.
That's Dennis's laugh is something from another universe.
Well, Demi just kind of has a laugh. Like, she has a pretty loud laugh too.
The two of you. You're not even gonna word an edgewise. So Camp Rock 2 comes out when?
Later on this year.
Later this year.
That's true.
Dennis, I just want the two of you to cackle together.
Oh my gosh, he has me beat.
But the excitement didn't last long. Just months after going public, the couple announced their breakup. The split generated enormous media attention. Joe publicly addressed the breakup while fans basically rallied around Demi. Tensions only intensified when Joe quickly moved on with Twilight actress Ashley Greene. Tabloids began portraying the situation as a love triangle, and Ashley became the target of intense fan criticism. While much of the narrative was driven by gossip magazines, the situation kept Demi's personal life in the headlines throughout 2010. To the public, these events seemed like ordinary celebrity dramas. What fans didn't know was that Demi was privately struggling with issues far more serious than friendship disputes and breakups. And in October of 2010, everything would come crashing down.
But let's begin with Disney star Demi Lovato, now in rehab. Natalie is back with details. Nat.
Meredith, the 18-year-old was on the international leg of her tour when she made the decision to check into a treatment facility. Well, the news has her fans wondering exactly what's wrong and how long she'll be out of the spotlight.
While traveling on the international Camp Rock 2 tour with the Jonas Brothers, Demi became involved in an altercation with backup dancer Alex Welch. Reports later alleged that Demi punched Welch following a disagreement behind the scenes. The incident immediately became national news and shattered Disney's carefully maintained image of one of its brightest stars. Years later, fans will finally get the full story on the situation.
I was in Colombia. I was on the Camp Rock 2 tour. And I invited a bunch of people to dinner, my band and my background dancers. I paid for all the alcohol. Somebody ended up getting, I was on Adderall, and we had trashed the hotel. The hotel was like threatening us. They went to some of the dancers and asked what had happened. And I think they told on me for using Adderall. Somebody told Kevin Jonas Sr. and Phil and my dad. I was very upset. I couldn't believe that it happened. Now it was out that I was on alcohol. The next day, I was in a lot of trouble. I remember going to Kevin Sr. and saying, listen, I want to thank whoever told on me because I know they were just worried about me. And, I just really want to know who told you. And I manipulated him into telling me who it was. And he said it was Shorty. Shorty and I had been really close through Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2. So when he said Shorty, I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
I remember I was up in the front of the plane.
She had already boarded the plane.
Demi walks up onto the plane and I heard some commotion.
I just went up to her and it was like a blur.
And I turned around and Demi had punched her backup dancer in the face.
Everyone was freaking out.
She walked right past me without acknowledging me.
I just remember going and sitting down.
Just this angry look on her face.
Texting my mom, I'm sorry.
Put her head on her pillow and shut out the world.
And I slept the whole day.
That was when it dawned on me that this was probably a much bigger situation than just a kid who wanted to party.
I just came to a breaking point.
Almost overnight, Demi left the tour and disappeared from public view. Soon after, it was announced that she had entered a treatment facility. For many fans, the news was shocking. Disney stars were expected to be role models. They were supposed to smile through interviews, sell albums, promote television shows, and maintain a flawless image. Seeing one of Disney's biggest stars abruptly leave a major tour and seek professional help challenged that narrative. Many of her peers will publicly show their support to her at the time. In 2011, Demi would be forced to make another major decision. She would not return to Sunny with a Chance. Instead, Disney reworked the series into So Random, effectively ended her run as a Disney Channel actress. The move symbolized the end of an era. Unlike many former Disney stars who quietly aged out of the network, Demi's departure felt abrupt and deeply personal. Her Disney chapter didn't end because she wanted to pursue more mature roles or explore new opportunities. It ended because the pressure had become impossible to ignore. While many remember Demi Lovato's Disney years for Camp Rock, Sunny with a Chance, and chart-topping music, this was one of the darkest chapters in her life. There was no more Camp Rock 3 on the way, leaving fans with Camp Rock 2 to remember forever.